Personally, I do a lot of writing. I've always done a lot of writing. I write a lot of, I think, started writing really angsty poetry in like my teens as a way to kind of help navigate my own struggles with my own mental health at the time. And it was a really helpful way to kind of express things in a way that I feel like I didn't have other ways to do that.
I feel like writing down my emotions really helps keeping track of like what I'm feeling that day, so I can look at it through the month and being like, oh, I was more happy than I was sad this month. That to me is an achievement.
It brings relief to me to know that when I get super anxious, when I'm at my worst, that I know that I can take out my journal and I can write down words, and in writing down those words, I can feel my anxiety reducing.
It's great to know that I am doing better and I'm not feeling sad or I'm not angry all the time, and I'm finding healthy ways to deal with that.
And a lot of people have this idea that journaling is something you have to do every day and you have to write pages of things that have happened during the day. It can be just that you write down your feelings at that moment, or it can be that you draw a picture or that you cut a picture out of a magazine of something, positive or negative. I work as a nurse navigator for independent senior living, and we gave them all little notebooks to be able to use as journals. And that I think was really also very helpful for them.
There's a lot of research from James Pennebaker at the University of Texas who says that we deal with trauma more effectively when we write about it, which was another thing that I wanted my students to be able to do, is to take some really heavy things that some of them were dealing with and be able to sort of validate that experience on paper, at least, because the paper doesn't ever judge you. The paper never talks back to you or tells you that you're wrong for feeling any sort of way.
I think, again, the self-excavation, introspection, all that's really helpful for figuring out what are the issues that you might have. I think the first step is always identifying what is going on, and then kind of talking through it with yourself is really helpful. And then I think that really gets you into a position where you can talk about it to other people. And then after that, the next step always, of course, is action. And that's how you would maybe get to the point where you'd be treating whatever is happening or seeking the help that you need.